Hi everyone, DJ Lit here. Welcome to Selena City and Lake World, part 187. If you haven't checked out the last part of Selena City, maybe go check that part before this one. But today, OC Worlds, Throwback Saturday, so OC Worlds is pretty much back. It's been mostly about a month since the last time I pretty much did was OC Worlds. And this time, actually, we're going back to a world that I completely forgot I even created around March of 2024. And her world pretty much lasted late around March, which is pretty, this month, but, from over around 2024. And that is Evil Doctor World. Evil Doctor World is back, and also her as well. And I'm telling you what, you guys really did love this OC back around like 2023, and it blew up very, very, literally like instantly. I have no idea why you guys like this OC so much because it most like the other OCs I pretty like made before, but like this one is pretty, just basically, just like an evil doctor, like Doctor Furrow's like whole entire outfit with a cape. But still, I'm glad you guys really enjoyed the OC. So since now I am pretty much back over around today of Evil Doctor World, known as Throwback Saturday side OC Worlds, why not go ahead and pretty much spoil this world pretty much for like one more time actually, because this will be the last time I ever be spoiling these OC Worlds from like from 2023 and from over around 2024. So I'll wait no time as always. Let's go into this. So it looks like we're in pretty much her house. Yeah, I remember her house. This is the yellow post bar, by the way. Also, guys, sorry I'm talking kind of like a little bit weird. My mouth is kind of like a little bit numb right now from like the right side, so I may sound like a little bit weird around today, so that's pretty much fine. Also, guys, I forgot to mention about the poll. So, what was the poll called around yesterday? Oh, who is your favorite DPS hero from Overwatch in this list? So we have was Cassidy, Widowmaker, Hanzo, and Junkrat. And you guys pick Cassidy, which I'm not gonna lie, by the way, I do love Cassidy's pretty much character. Or sorry, he used to call what is it, McCree? I think his name was McCree if I remember. Yeah, I think his name was McCree. And I love his animated short with Reunited. It's like one of my favorite shorts from 2018, by the way. So I'm glad you guys pretty much picked Cassidy. So that's kind of very interesting. But there is still be Overwatch polls around later this month, so I'll be staying tuned for that. But anyways, let's see what her house looked like. So, oh, her house doesn't look like that much decorated. Yeah, her house doesn't look that very much decorated around the living room. Wow, it's like I didn't fool around this much in this house. So we got the sofa, we got the armchair, we got the lava chair. Alright, let's see what's upstairs then. Nothing upstairs? What about her room? Okay, her room. This is her room right here. Not too much either. Yeah, she got the bed, which I think is the one single bed if I remember. No, the small bed. The cabin light. Why do I have a cabin light here? Okay, I know about the television, but what's with the cabin light though? I never even seen that light before. The bathroom. Does the bathroom look? Oh, we don't have a bathroom in here. Oh, it's probably downstairs. So this is her computer room. Or should I say her evil computer room, actually. But yeah, but nice to see that again. So let me guess, her bathroom is probably downstairs. Yeah, we don't need to talk about the kitchen. Yeah. So, why is the bathtub all the way down to the ground? I have no idea. But the small toilet's here. Okay. Wow, we have no shower in here either. Yeah, it feels like I didn't decorate this house that very much when I created this world. That's kind of very odd. Alright. Then we got is mostly her vehicle, which is pretty much the Runa's Lock and Roller. Love this vehicle, by the way. It's probably like one of the most very interesting vehicles from like Next Nights. Really enjoyed this. I think it also has a flag as well. Yeah, it has a flag as well. That's very cool. And then this is probably like her. Oh, okay. So it's like her evil kind of like laboratory, I'm guessing, like an evil backyard. Okay, so what is this? So the potion table 1, and then the purple monster science vat, and so is the green monster science vat. Okay, that is very interesting. I never thought of her doing something like this from around 2024, around like almost like 2 years ago, which is kind of crazy because around next 2 weeks, this world is actually mostly 2 years now, which is kind of crazy actually. But still, it's glad to see this again. And then we have is this chemistry laboratory. This is the part of the Shokai build. Let's see this. Yep, I remember mostly a lot from the Showcat build. This Showcat build is late, like, almost 5 years later, actually, which is kind of crazy to me. Well, actually, it's pretty much 5 years later now, because since we're in pretty much, in 2026. But, yeah, I don't really have to talk about this Showcat build, because you guys have seen this Showcat build pretty much, like, since Showcat build, so I don't need to go explain about that, but it's glad to pretty much see it around the Evil Doctor World again. And then we got most like some type of red house, so this is one of the colony houses, yeah. Yeah, this is very red. This Neo red? It looks like Neo red. So what we got in the living room? We got the balcony chair, we got the television, we got the command chair, the fancy computer. Then if we go upstairs, we have the, what is this? The monster wardrobe with the small toilet and the bathroom sink. Nice, very nice house. I don't know if, Okay, sorry, I was just checking to see if there's something else in there. But yeah, but it's good to see this pyramid house again. Then we have the monster fountain. No, it's spooky fountain. Okay. I didn't even know I had a spooky fountain around here. For some reason, like, this world was created around March, and for some reason it had like a Halloween, I guess I was trying to make the world kind of like a little bit more like evil and spooky, I guess, but I guess that kind of makes sense. And then we have is mostly another colony Hollywood. This one's pretty much black. Okay, let's see what the room looks like. We got the colony command chair. We got the flat screen, yeah, the large flat screen TV with the gaming computer desk and the balcony chair. Okay, what's upstairs? We got is the tall toilet. We got the skeleton chest right here and the bathtub. Or should I say the bath? Okay, this house is not that bad either. Very nice to see this house again. And then we have is the another colony house. So many of them. This one's like, what is this color? What color is this? This paint house. And this one, I think, is this parched grass? I think that's what it is. Yeah, that's gotta be what it is. Wow. Never thought of using that color again. We got this is the Nexo, no, the Knights and Throne with the flat screen TV. That's the real flat screen TV. With the kitchen sink and the kitchen oven. Yep. Then upstairs, what we got upstairs? Let's see, we got the whole entire bathroom. We got if it was like a sink, but I think it's called a bit, for some reason. I don't know what that is, by the way. If this is a real, I guess, bathroom room for some reason, if it is a real bathroom, I guess it looks like a sink, but yeah, that's what it's literally called. I've never seen it before, by the way, literally in Lego World, but to be fair, I have no idea if it's a real item not, so I'm probably going to, it's not a real item, a real object in the bathroom, but I'll have to go ahead and search on Google my own time to tell y'all probably like around next video to pretty much see, but glad to see this colony house again. And then we have is one of the Showcat builds that I just shown late around 2 weeks ago, actually. And that is, let me see if I remember what it's called. It's been about 2 weeks. It is called the Chemistry Laboratory. Yeah. So this Showcat build is pretty much, kind of like an old one actually, because I have talked about it late before, but I think this is like when I think it was the first time I was showing it probably like 2021, but then I showed it pretty much the second time around this year, 2026, and now this is the third time I'm pretty much seeing it by now. So I don't really have to give a talk about it, because I talked about it before, but it's pretty good to see it pretty much in Evil Doctor World. Then we got is pretty much, this Showcat build. Wait, I know this Showcat build is. Where is it? Is it the mission headquarters? I think that's what it is. Yeah, no, it looks like it. Yeah, so the mission headquarters. Now this Showcat build actually, it appeared up in was it Wicked? Yeah, I think it was Wicked Wasteland. And this Showcat build is a pretty much a cool one. It's kind of like a sort of mission headquarters for some reason. Kind of like a hotel, like an office in my opinion. You got like the fancy computer. You got the world globe. You got a large potted plant with the junk box, by the way, will tell you about the news and like has like records. And then we got the satellite right here, known as the broadcast dish. And I think that's okay. No, there's one more thing right here. And then we got the house satellite dish. So yeah, this Showcat build is pretty much it's been so long since I've seen this Showcat build. I'm trying to think. Were you 2021 or 2022? I think it was probably maybe 2021 if I remember, because I've been showing a lot of showcap builds in that year. Really have. But mission headquarters, it's pretty good to pretty much see you pretty much in 2026, and glad to pretty much see you probably like, well actually probably maybe show you like probably like soon enough around later this year, but it's good to pretty much see you in Evil Doctor World. Alright, then we have is mostly the first showcap build from 2021, and that is the campsite. Let's see if I can find it. Yep, the campsite. Now, this showcap build is a season 1 showcap build. I have talked about it before, so you guys don't need to hear me talk about it again. But if you guys are new to the channel, then most of all, this showcap build has been here since a long time. And it's pretty just like, you know, a regular campsite, by the way. So it's not really, you know, too special about it. But I did like how Lego World Premier did with this showcap build. Especially you got, like, you know, one of the vans from Lee around, from Brickberg. So that's pretty nice to see. But still, this showcap build is pretty, you know, 5 years later, which is insane to me, because around in 2027, which is pretty next year, it's gonna be 6 years later, which is gonna be kind of crazy to me, because thinking about it now, for like this showcap build from like 2021, from, you know, 2020 being like, you know, 6 years later, it's insane to me. Like, COVID was that long ago, it's like crazy to me. But it's good to see this showcap build pretty much, you know, in 2026 in Evil Doctor's World. Alright, next one is the Fishing Pier. Nothing really special to talk about this showcap build either. I have shown it around season 1 of 2021. I've shown it a little bit more recently now, so this showcap build will probably get shown more recently, probably, you know, further in the future around with Lego Worlds. But it's very good to see it pretty much in 2026. And also in Evil Doctor World. So, welcome back, I guess. And then we have is mostly the Wild West building. I gotta remember most of the names, because some reason is like ever since my vacation, actually I pretty much almost forgot what their names were, by the way. I know what they look like, but I forgot most of their names sometimes. Then we got the Wild West building. This showcap build I have decorated before, but I didn't decorate for Evil Doctor's World. But this was fun to decorate. I really had a good time decorating this showcap build. For some reason, if you're gonna call it the Wild West building, it should have like some doors for some reason. That's the only reason it is. It should have some doors and some upstairs. That's really the only reason I can get from mostly in this house. But still, it's good to pretty much see it in Evil Doctor World. The next one we got is the hotel lobby. I talked about this showcap build before, but this was a very nice one to show around part 11 of 2021. Really old showcap build now. I don't know why they still haven't, you know, people build the whole entire hotel lobby. But you know what? That's pretty much fine, because I still like this showcap build. But it's good to pretty much see it in Evil Doctor's World. Alright, next one is this the Seaside Restaurant? Let me make sure. I think it is the Seaside Restaurant, because I've shown it like mostly recently. Let's see, where is it at? Yep, Seaside Restaurant. Okay. Yeah, Seaside Restaurant. Special showcap build from 2021. Wow, so many showcap builds I've shown that year. I'm sorry. It's like so much stuff happened in this 2020 era. That's why I'm pretty much, you know, doing a video on it like around like next month. And I have to give my opinion of this era, like how I feel about this 2020 over this 2020 year, then 2010 era. So you guys may want to stay to that video, because that video is gonna be a really, really interesting one. Probably one of the most very interesting talk about videos I ever had Lee on the channel. But anyways, Seaside Restaurant, good showcap build. For some reason I remember putting it before, like putting it on backwards, so that's the one I pretty remember. But yeah, nice showcap build. I probably show again, probably around later in the future. But it's good to pretty much see it in Evil Doctor World. Alright, next one, I think this is the last one actually. Yeah, this is the last one. The last one is the Egypt Bazaar. Now, this showcap build, I think it's from part 6 of season 1. And I'll tell you what, this showcap build was it was a great one too. 5 years later as well. 5 years later. And I'm telling you, for some reason it is, not only that these showcap builds, like from season 1, are 5 years later, but most of them I leave from like part of the Lego World series, that being 5 years later. That's crazy. Because for some reason, if I remember before, I streamed Lego World for some reason, and I think I did tell y'all this before. When I look back from these streams, I don't even know what I was saying back then. Like, I have no idea. Like, 2010 me gotta be something. Oh, sorry, the 2010 era me gotta be really something. Because I have never acted that weird, ever. Pretty much, from mostly a stream. But you know what? It's pretty much the past, not the future. So it's pretty much good to pretty much see that stream, pretty much, from that time when I go ahead and pretty much, saw it. But anyways, Easy Bazaar, it's really good to see you pretty much, in 2026. I pretty much did show you, I think this year of 2026, but I have no idea. But it's good to pretty much see you and pretty much Evil Doctor World. Alright, well everyone, I'm going to go ahead and off right here. If you guys enjoyed, sure I know what to do. So, I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.